Mark!
He's wired in.
Sorry?
He's wired in.
Is he?
Yes.
How about now? You still wired in?
This is a scene from Social Network. And the iconic scene was shot how many times?
I think we did about 35 takes. It's absurd.
How about now? You still wired in?
And this is what a well-edited scene looks like. The sound, the rhythm, that's not luck. And the Social Network doesn't just have good editing. It has editing that has rhythm, that is invisible, sharp. And in this video we're gonna break down this perfect scene and tell you why this is perfection. Not just because it's cut well, but because it has purpose. This scene, the deposition room, this should be boring. It's just people talking in suits, no action, no score, just words. But that's exactly where the genius begins. The Social Network uses non-linear editing like a weapon. The deposition scenes are constantly cutting between timelines. The lawsuit now, the betrayal then.
And he told story after story about life in Silicon Valley and parties at Stanford.
Each cut
down in LA,
isn't
friends
random,
with
it adds
millionaires.
tension. One timeline answers a question, other raises a few. We're always jumping back and forth, but we are never lost. Something that was interesting was the camera placement. As Edward walks towards Mark, the handheld camera subtly tracks him, shaky, unsteady, like it's bracing the impact. The framing tightens with every step, building tension before the explosion. It's not just a character walking, it's a storm building. The camera feels it. Fincher didn't wait for the shooting to end before making his cuts. Fincher edited while filming the movie. This gave him more control over the pacing, the flow, and the tension, shaping scenes as they were born. That's why every second of Social Network feels so intentional.
No.
One moment you're in the boardroom, then you're in the dorm room at Harvard, then back, but now everything hits differently because what you have just learned.
I'm coming back.
This is what great editing looks like, not just flashy, not just loud, but invisible. It's not about when things happen, it's about when we feel them. And there's a moment, a line that sticks like a knife.
Identified me as a co-founder of Facebook, which I am. You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
This iconic line was almost cut, but Garfield's performance was so good, too brutal, too true to cut. Watch the back and forth between Zuckerberg and the
This was
lawyers.
the first time you raised any of those concerns, right?
I'd raised concerns before.
Bullshit.
Not to us.
Gentlemen, I'm talking about at the meeting in January to which this letter is referring.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase this. You sent my client 16 emails. In the first 15, you didn't raise any concerns.
Is that a question?
In the 16th email, you raised concerns about the
There's a
site's
rhythm,
functionality.
not
Were you leading
just
them on
in the
for
words
6
that they
weeks?
say.
No.
Then why
But
didn't you
in when they
raise
cut,
any of these concerns
there's
before?
also overlapping dialogues
I'm
when two
sorry?
characters
started
talk to
raining.
each other.
Listen,
What did you just say?
It's moving faster than any of us ever imagined it would. It's moving
did you-
fast.
what did
It's
you
moving
mean?
fast, and Sean thinks that we
Sean
may
is
have-
not part of this
We
company.
have over 300,000 members, Eduardo. We're in 160
I'm aware of
schools,
that.
including 5 in Europe.
I'm aware
We
of
need more
that.
servers
Mark,
than I
I'm the
ever expected.
CFO!
We need more
Something most films avoid, but here it feels real,
Yes.
messy, and
I'm in
human.
New York. I'm in New York
Aaron
riding
Sorkins
subways
wrote
14
a
hours
rapid
day.
script, but it's the editing that gives it tempo. Every reaction shot, every pause, every shift in eye contact is chosen carefully. Sometimes the editor holds the shot for just an extra beat, and the beat says everything. Sorkin's script is already fast, but Fincher pushed the actor even harder. Every line had to be spoken faster than normal. The characters aren't talking, they're firing bullets at each other.
We're not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
You're breaking up with me?
You are gonna introduce me to people I wouldn't normally have the chance to meet. What the f?
Dialogues overlaps,
Did I adequately answer your
interrupts,
condescending question?
collide, and that's what the movie feels breathless. We don't cut to Edward, even though he is in the room. We stay on mark, cold, still unapologetic for his actions.
Back at 2:30.
And that's not just coverage decision, that's an emotional one.
Erica Albright's a bitch. Do you think
Now
that's because her
here's
family
where
changed their name
things
from
get really
Albright?
interesting.
Or do you think it's because all
The
the
scene
girls
doesn't
are
have
bitches?
music. You hear the chairs swing, the papers hustle, AC hump in the background.
What were you called out there for?
An ambush.
All these create a kind of tension that never lets go. There's a term, diegetic sound that exists within the world of the scene, but Fincher and his sound team use it like a score.
Eduardo's here.
There's a sound rise and the fall like a music, and sometimes when the tension peaks, the sound drops out, and in that silence, you feel it. You breathe the discomfort. You can even hear Edward breathing. It creates this push-pull rhythm. You lean in and you listen hard. And the most interesting thing was the two guys who made the soundtrack, the score, made that in their bedroom. Fincher is known for his precision, dozen of takes, pixel perfect framing.
Bruni, you can really wind up on, yes, there is. Back can be extremely pointed so that it really makes him go. I have to stop and note that for a second. That seems like another kind of communication.
And it also happened here. The opening scene was shot
And we did it 99 times. We didn't do it 100 times for some reason. He didn't want to do it one more time.
Only 99. We did it frugally. All right, get some sleep.
But what makes this
Your only
scene
friend.
work isn't perfection, it's control. He knows exactly when to let the edit breathe, when to snap it tight. Like the moment where Edward slams the laptop. It's one of the only jump cuts in the movie, and it hits like a gunshot because the whole movie has been building up to this. There's power to the restraint. You don't feel the edit until you need to. You watch this scene 20 times and still find something new. The eye lines, the pacing, the unspoken tension. This scene is perfection not because it shows off, but because it disappears. It puts you in the room. It makes you pick sides and then makes you question why you picked them. It's a masterclass in what editing is supposed to do, not just glue the shots together, but shape the meaning. This is why Social Network holds up better than any movie and is one of the most rewatchable movies. Not just because of the script or the performances or the direction, but because every frame is cut like a heartbeat. Every pause feels like a punch. Every sound means something. And that's why the editing in this scene is perfection.